Realize, brother, this is the solution. Everyone cannot marry more than one woman. Everyone cannot. But certain men who can do justice between the wife, Allah has given them permission. If they can do justice, what is troubling you? I don't understand. Where are we suppressing them? We are uplifting them. The so-called modernity you're talking about in America, in the name of art and culture, what are they doing? They're degrading the woman. Your talk of women's liberalization is nothing but it is an exploitation of a body, degradation of honor, and deprivation of a soul. The Western society claiming to uplift the woman have actually degraded her to a concubine, to a mistresses, and society butterflies which are hidden behind the colorful skin of art and culture. In the name of art and culture, Aishwarya Rai, what is that? Modeling, is it right? So the problem is, brother, you have to put your thinking right is important. We don't want to sell our daughters. We don't want to sell our mothers. If you want, you can do it. And the famous ad, I'm told, which I gave the example last time, of the BMW. Someone told me, very famous ad. You know BMW car? It's a very famous car. Youngsters go in competition in Mercedes. In the ad, there's a woman standing in a bikini in front of that. Test driver now. Who's the girl or the car? What are you doing? In the name of communism, in the name of uplifting the women, you're selling your daughters, you're selling your mothers. We Muslims don't want to do it. We don't want to do it. Because they know that Islam gives security to the woman. Islam uplifts the woman. That security may not go with your purpose of making money in art and culture. Like the politicians, they want to divide and rule. These people of art and culture talking about uplifting the women, beauty contest, they're selling cosmetics. They make billions of dollars. You know that the beauty contest for what? In the name of beauty contest, they're making billions of dollars.
This might look like a fashion show, but it's not. These are prostitutes selling their charms in a Damascus nightclub. The chaotic situation in their country has forced many to seek refuge in neighboring Syria. Because they are so vulnerable, these women represent a great business opportunity for the Syrian prostitution networks. They find themselves lured in, trapped, and in the end, dependent on prostitution.
Some give the number 50,000 Iraqi prostitutes here in Syria. But the prostitution business has always existed here. Before, they were Moroccans, Russians, Romanians, Lebanese and Syrians. So why Iraqis today?
According to anti-prostitution militants, Fatima's story is not a unique case. Most become prostitutes to help their families survive back home. Some are kidnapped or even sold to pimps by their own family.
It's a major problem. It's hard to say how many Iraqi girls there are in Syria. Some have been raped before leaving Iraq, but the worst is those who have been sold by their family. For instance, the father or the uncle telling them to come here for so-called protection, and who end up selling them like some kind of merchandise in an indecent manner. Some were still virgins when they started.
Most of the girls in this club are younger than 16, some are only 12. The clients are usually rich young men from the Gulf countries ready to pay about $500 for a girl. The prostitutes earn about $60 per client. It's a large sum of money, but even that's not a guarantee of a better life. In this conservative society, they are considered as soiled, and it will be almost impossible for them to find a husband. Some former prostitutes are even killed by a relative for bringing shame on the family. In the end, they're the victims of both the war and the prostitution business, but also of a society which hides behind the veil of morality to avoid dealing with issues related to sexuality.